Hello, everyone. My name's James. So, today I'm going to be doing an introduction here on stainless cases. To be specific, this is a Shell Shock Tech 223 case. So, what I'm going to introduce here is you can go on the website and you can look up the stats. So, what I've done is I've known that there's no real content out here regarding the actual rifle cases. So I'm going to start covering them. Probably kick out a few YouTube videos. What I am going to start with is some stats on just some of the preliminary testing I've done and just how it's worked. So I've been doing this for about 2 years, reloading. So now I've come across some of these. I'm like, okay, is this better than brass? I don't know. People claim stuff. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to compare these. Here I got some PMC 223 brass. Everyone probably knows about this stuff. And then here's the Shell Shock. So, what I can tell you is that this weighs about 27% less. It's made out of 2 pieces, so do not use this in your reloading dies, your resizing die and depriming die. You will rip the base off. I know. I tried. Didn't work out well. So that's why they say use special dies. But if you use a hand deprimer, this works. You can deprime these. I have yet to actually shoot some of the reloads of these. But what I can tell you is use the same loads for these. You get the same results. Standard deviations are a little bit closer. Your spreads are a little tighter. Is it more accurate for the same load? I have not seen that result. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm sure some people have done more extensive testing. But what I can tell you is you have more case capacity by 10%, somewhere in that range. I verified that because some of the loads I'm shooting out of this, not pushing primers out, you cannot fit in this case. Yeah, you can do compressed loads and all that, but you can't fit them in here. If you do a compressed load in this, it's going to overflow at the top of this. So, reason why is this stainless body is a sheet steel, and it's very thin. They do anneal these. That's why it's discolored. I did not shoot them. These are not unfired, unprimed, still really clean, very light. The other thing is you're able to use some slower powders in this. That's the thing I developed I've started messing around with, is shooting 748 powder, Winchester. I got my load I like is 26 grains with a 77 grain Sierra Match King. And I'm getting some really good chronograph data on this. So I'm getting about 2650 feet per second out of this. This one I'm using H335, 22.5 grains. And what I'm finding is that I'm getting about 2,500 feet per second. So it's a little less. And then I do the same in both of these, the same powders. They were like 4 feet per second average off from each other, both strings. So it was pretty, the powder load does not make it better. It just holds it better is what I'm finding. But this stuff is slick. Just running it through your finger. When you put rounds in a magazine, you're going to find that this stuff just is much slicker. It makes brass kind of feel like sandpaper. It's that nickel content and that stainless. It's just like the nickel-plated cases. So, but anyway, before I get too long, just so you know, I'm actually shooting this out of is a this is a Taiwanese T91 upper, piston-driven firearm. I have shot them out of another firearm, but this is primarily what my test weapon is, 16-inch. So majority of you, it's going to work just fine. Here's some loaded ammunition, so you can just compare. One thing you're going to notice is it's just heavier at the tip. That bullet really, you feel it more than you feel it in the brass. When I hot load these, you can press out the primers. When you hot load these, they stay in. You'll just start seeing the group open up. So I go based off, I like the 26 grains. It'll fit way more than that. But of the Winchester 748, but 26 worked well for me. Your mileage may vary. But what I can say is they do make factory ammunition that you can buy. So if you're not a reloader, and this stuff just reloads fast. You can reload these very quickly. Everything is very economical, 25 cents a piece. Now, it does game change if you can reload these. What I have heard on some of the interviews is from the manufacturers is that you can reload these, but they must be used in the same rifle. I'm not going to endorse saying that you can. Don't take that as legal advice. Don't do anything like that. Definitely don't do anything you don't feel comfortable with. But that's some of the things I have found with these cases, some of these rounds. I think it's a wonderful technology. I think almost in every realm, it is an improvement. So, I'll put out more videos and hope everyone enjoys them.